Louisiana Beer Reviews, Special Edition, Magnum Premium Malt Liquor, and Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor. The reason I'm putting these two together is that they are both Miller Coors products, but more than that, that's really irrelevant. More than that, they have the exact same specs. I noticed this last year. Both beers are 5.6% alcohol. They both have 157 calories, 11.20 carbs, 1.20 protein, 10 milligrams of sodium, 0.0 grams of fat. Miller introduced Magnum Premium Malt Liquor in 1981. It was their first and only malt liquor until they acquired Mickey's and Old English from Pabst in their blockbuster 1999 deal. Since then, they've added Mickey's Ice Brewed Ale and Old English 800 High Gravity. Magnum won the silver medal at the 1993 Great American Beer Festival. They won Mickey's won a bronze at the 2007 Great American Beer Festival. It won silver at the 2000 World Beer Cup, the 2003 Great American Beer Festival, and the 2010 World Beer Cup, and it won a gold medal at the 2006 Great American Beer Festival. So both of these beers have won awards in competition. But I'm curious if they're going to taste the same. Now, I know this isn't a clear bottle and this isn't a can, but I can't get Magnum in a can around here anymore, only in the 40-ounce clear bottles. That's all they have it in. Mickey's, you can find it occasionally in the 40-ounce green bottle, and you can find it pretty much everywhere in the 12-ounce barrel bottle, or as people call it, the grenade. But it's quite common in these 24-ounce cans. So factoring that out, this could be skunked, this won't be. Let's see if they taste exactly the same. Here goes the Mickey's. Lots and lots and lots of smoke. It's very cloudy here today, but then seems like that's the new normal in Louisiana, cloudy. At least it's only about 75 degrees here in February, which is nice. Got a little cool front coming through tonight. Okay. Well, as expected, you get a thick white head and a clear golden appearance with lots of streaming bubbles. Typical looking Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor, or as they say in England and Canada, extra strong beer. Here we go with the Magnum. Lots of smoke with this one. It's probably not showing up, but it's a lot of smoke. Much more gentle pour, much gentler pour because of the very small opening here. Didn't want it sloshing everywhere. But I think if I poured this out of a can, it would have the thick white head. But out of the bottle into this wide brim glass has a thin white head and a very clear golden appearance with lots of streaming bubbles. So let's look at the two beers. Well, they look the same. Let's see about the aroma. First, the Mickey's. Lots of grain and hoppiness. Mostly just a traditional beer aroma. All right, let's go with the Magnum. little skunky, and you can see that you get that weird thing going on in the bottle. Clear bottle. This is probably a little slimy. It's a little skunky, but it's not bad. And that whiffed away. So now the aroma is just mostly water. Here we're still picking up the grain, probably corn. I don't know. It is a little bit of different aroma. Let's go with the taste. Get that rich Mickey's, some would say cloying sweetness. These are both 5.6% alcohol, so really not high alcohol. Very similar to, say, a Bud Ice in Ice House in alcohol level. Get a light to medium body. Pick up a little bit of hop bitterness there at the end. Some sweetness, light barley malt, some grain, probably corn. If you like regular beer, American style lager beer, I think you'll like Mickey's. I'll go back and give it a B again. So giving it a B rating, it is a good beer. Now the Magnum. Tastes more corn. Always notice that with Magnum. A little corniness, grain, medium bodied, a little bit of hop bitterness, a little bit. Let's see. But really not much. A little slimy, and I mean a little bit, because you get that clear bottle, and who knows how long it was on the shelf. But it says June 4th, 2012 it expires. So this must not be too old. It must have come out right before I bought it. Must have hit the shelf. So I don't know. It's not really badly skunked or badly slimed. If you get a lot of these, I don't know what it is about Bud Ice in the clear bottle, watch out. You're looking for trouble. But it mostly has a crisp, mild finish. But I noticed this does not have that cloying, overly sweet flavor like this does. I mean, they look the same, but they don't smell the same. And they're both dry. They really don't taste the same. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a B also. It is good. If you like regular American beer, I think you can't go wrong with Magnum. I've always enjoyed it since I started drinking it in 1996. I think I prefer this over that. Excuse me. When I was on the brewery tour in Milwaukee, I asked, do you ever take the same beer and package it in different bottles? And they insisted that they did not. They said, no, every beer we have is a different recipe. So is it possible that these two beers could be different recipes and have the exact same specs? I guess it's possible. I don't know a lot about brewing. It just seems so unlikely, but I mean, this was a Miller brand from the beginning, and this was a Pabst brand, so I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, actually, this was a Heilemann brand. G. Heilemann bought this from, I think, National Brewing put this out. No, it was some other little small company, I think, in Cincinnati. And then Heilemann bought it like in 1972, and then Heilemann got bought out in 96. And Pabst, Stroh's took this over in 96, and then Pabst took it over in 99 and immediately gave it to Miller as part of their deal. So it was a very small independent brand. Then from 72 to 96 it was a G. Heilemann brand. Then from 96 to 99 it was a Stroh's brand, and from 1999 for a few days it was a Pabst brand, and then it's been a Miller brand since 99. Miller for 31 years since its inception. Alright, well, off the history lesson. Now, smoother, less cloying. More corn aroma, more overly sweet. Same body, dry finish. Good, good. It's just a preference thing. They don't taste the same. Glass bottle versus can might be the difference. I don't know. But maybe you could try these two out and let me know what you think. Well, anyway, it's been a fun experiment, even though it has many variables in it that are screwing the experiment up. And I'll end this review by saying, y'all come on down to Louisiana and go to a University of New Orleans basketball game. Laissez les bon temps rouler.